Good morning, it's Jeremiah, Affordable Mobility Solutions. Today I'm doing a one-of-a-kind video of our 2019 Toyota Sienna. We're the only company in the entire country that does these videos. Yes, we want to sell vans. Well, our goal is to educate customers before they buy, not just sell them the van. That's why we're out here putting in the work. Got a brand new FR conversion, 48-inch wide ramp. I can operate this entire conversion with two fingers. Look here, I pinch here, flip that up, got a handle on either side. So again, these clamps are a great design. They keep these ramps from rattling. I pinch here, flip this up. I can take the ramp to the ground using only my index finger. I tell our customers, if you can lift a half a gallon of milk up off the ground, you can operate that 48-inch wide ramp with these. That's 18 inches wider than a side entry. So if you're starting a business for a nursing home, maybe non-emergency medical transport, you 100% want the wider ramp. You get a narrow side entry 30-inch wide ramp, you're going to have to reject rides because the bigger chairs won't fit on that tiny little ramp. You definitely want the big ramp. Also, if someone parks next to you in a side entry, if there's a side entry van and there's a van here next to you, you could not get out of the vehicle in your wheelchair. Not the case with the rear entry. The rear entry have about 2 or 3 more inches of ground clearance for getting over rougher terrain, including snow drifts in the wintertime, if you have that in your part of the country. And they're a whole lot more affordable to convert, therefore more affordable for you to purchase. You can save about $10,000 or more when you purchase a rear entry versus a side entry. But if you're looking for a side entry, but about a full-size wheelchair accessible van like a ProMaster or a Transit, we even have the wheelchair accessible SUVs like the Traverses. We have the wheelchair accessible trucks as well. We have about 115 vehicles on our lot, some of them over in warehouses, ready to go with free shipping. If you don't see it on our website at mobility316.com, you can either find it for you or we're probably getting it ready as we speak. 1,000-pound weight capacity. You got about 57 inches of headroom coming inside the van, then about 57 inches once you're inside the van. This has the deep cut conversion that can hold 2 wheelchairs at a time. And check it out, we give you the free upgraded Q-strength tie downs. Our competitors are going to charge you about $800 to upgrade to those. Got about 26 inches of room between the second row of seating in there. Headliner looks great. Got your rear air controls over there. Cup holders for your passengers in the rear. Inside the van, got your more plug-ins for electronics. Slide out cup holders here. Dual climate control, rear air, backup camera. Dash is in great shape. No cracks or holes in the dash. Steering wheel control so you can keep your eyes on the road. You can even sync up your phone over here. When you get everybody secure, come back out. Simply reverse the process. Again, very simple to do. Put the ramp right back up, just like so. And a lot of our competitors, the big box stores, they're going to try to trick you into overspending a lot of money with them. They're going to tell you, hey, you got to buy from us here at Mobility Works so we can service this vehicle anywhere in the country for you. Well, seeing that the facts Mobility Works just closed 6 of their stores on top of that, and second of all, they'll be happy to service any vehicle at any time for anybody because they're owned by big banks, investors. They need that revenue. They require that revenue. But with all that being said, these conversions are pretty much bulletproof. There's very little to go wrong with them. So don't trick them into having you overspend $10,000 on your wheelchair accessible vehicles. Tinted windows, alloy wheels. We put 4 brand new tires on. All 4 tires are brand spanking new on this van. As I do my walk around here, I'm looking for any little nicks, dents, scratches in the paint. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's perfect, but it is super clean, very well taken care of. And you hear me talk all the time, how we can save you $10,000 on your wheelchair accessible vehicles. A little bit of touch-up paint right there. How we do it, it's simple. It's low overhead. When I started this company 13 years ago, I did it with one goal in mind: produce the highest quality wheelchair vans in the country at the absolute lowest prices. I said, I'm not going to copy the competitors, United Access and Mobility Works, that have 50 to 100 locations. If I had 50 to 100 times the overhead, yeah, I'd have to jack up my prices. I don't want to do that. That's why they have to charge so much. So I came up with a system, 4 simple steps to keep overhead low, prices even lower. So number 1, I'm going to start a location in Wichita, Kansas, right in the middle of the country. Low cost of living here, keep overhead low. Number 2, being right in the center of the country, I can ship to any corner of the country without having to spend a lot of money on shipping. So we can offer free shipping. Number 3, I'm going to do super detailed videos like you're watching right now. So you see the true condition of the vehicle, you see how it works, you know if it's a good fit for you. Number 4, I'm not going to hire a sales staff. Sales staff costs anywhere from $80,000 to $120,000 a person or more when you factor in all the benefits. A lot of these big box stores have 3 or 4 of these salespeople on staff. Guess who's paying their salaries? you are. So this is how we're crushing the prices. A lot of other ways we do it, but that's 4 of the main ways we do it. And no matter who you buy from, get a video of the VIN number inside the vehicle. Why I say that, the scammers on Facebook Marketplace, they're gonna steal my pictures, they're gonna crop out my sign up there, they're gonna put this vehicle on the internet for $25,000, and they're looking for a sucker that's gonna send $2,000 to hold this van. They don't even have it, they're just trying to scam you. Get a video like this. My name is Jeremiah Coleman. I own Affordable Mobility Solutions, and you bet your backside, I got this van right here in my possession. That's why I'm making this video for you. All right, what we do with that VIN number, run a Carfax on every single one of our vehicles before we purchase it. I highly recommend you do the same. Check it out, Carfax. We're the only dealer in the country that not only does the Carfaxes, but also goes over the Carfax with you. Shows you why I believe in this vehicle, why I purchased it, and why you can believe in it as well. Pretty simple on this one. One owner, no accidents or damage, steady service history. Last owned as a commercial vehicle. I like the commercial vehicles. Means they've been adult driven, they've been well maintained. You can see this entire Carfax on our website at no charge to you. As we scroll down here, Carfax shows no salvage, junk, rebuilt, fire, flood, hail, or lemon brands on the title. They show no total loss. So this is not one of the super risky salvage or rebuilt titles. This is a one owner, clean title, no accidents with steady service, A+ Carfax report. Carfax shows no structural damage. Airbags have never deployed. Odometer's accurate. It does have one open recall. You can take this over to any Toyota dealer in the country. They'll address that recall for you at no charge if you choose to do that. As you scroll down here, you can see the steady service history. See all the miles have been documented. That's exactly what we're looking for. Looks like at 53,000 miles. Had a nice oil change, ready to go there. So recent oil change, and no matter who you buy from, find them online, check out ratings and reviews. Look at us on eBay, 1,804 transactions. Every single one of those transactions left us positive feedback, 100%. That's a darn good reputation. And no matter who you buy from, hey, if you're like me, you check reviews to go eat a $10 cheeseburger. I admit I do it. I want the best bang for my buck. If we're gonna check reviews for $10 cheeseburgers, it's probably a pretty good idea to check reviews if you're buying a $50,000 or $60,000 vehicle, don't you think? Check out our 4.8 out of 5-star reviews. You know, I hear horror stories all the time from people that bought from a private seller. If you buy from a private seller, you have no idea about their reputation. You have no idea if they jumped that title. You have no protection from the state. You buy from me, I don't provide you a title. I don't show it, don't get you a van. You go to the Department of Revenue in the state of Kansas. It does not cost you a dime. They come after me, they put me in jail, they take away my business. That's the protection you have when you buy from a licensed dealer in the state of Kansas. You buy from a private seller, you gotta hire a lawyer to go sue them across the country, what might be even across the world. Yeah, good luck. Also, if you provide a prescription for a wheelchair accessible van, you don't pay sales tax on the conversion of the van. Can save you thousands of dollars. Another way we're putting money right back in your pocket and help saving you money. And here also, no matter, I hear the horror stories, whether it's a private seller or the low-end dealer, dealers with 1 and 2 and 3-star reviews, maybe even low 4s instead of a 4.8 like we have. I had the stories, people buying salvage titles they weren't told about, flood damage they weren't notified of, major mechanical issues, engine, transmission, electrical. I hear this story far too often, whether it's a deposit or the entire, budget for the vehicle. They send out the money, they never hear from the person again, they get scammed out of their life savings. So hey, if you want to roll the dice on a big purchase like this, good luck. If you want 5-star vans with 5-star service from the mobility dealer that has the most 5-star Google reviews of any mobility dealership in the entire country, reach out to us, we're happy to help. Okay, back to the van. We do have the one key fob with the keyless entry. I got the one key fob here. The key fob does have the door and the trunk on it. This does not have that. This is a Toyota Sienna L, so the keyless entry still works. Someone just didn't get the exact proper key fob. But yeah, it doesn't have power doors on this thing. So if you see that, nope. Nice clean interior. That's what I love about the commercial vehicles. They don't allow smoking. I'm a non-smoker. I can smell smoke from a mile away. No signs of any smoke or unusual odors in this van. Second row of seating has these vinyl seats. Super easy to keep clean if you get a spill or a mess on them. And just showing you the layout here for those of you that may not be real familiar with these vehicles. When I hop in to start up the van, just 55,749 documented miles. Van fires right up. All the check engine lights work, dummy lights work, ABS, all that stuff. They all go out. So no signs of any check engine lights, anything like that. I got our backup camera here as well. Great safety feature to have. And I've got 4 mechanics that work for me. We check all the power mirrors, windows, locks, heat, air, cruise, belts, hoses, suspension, steering, brakes. Take these vehicles on a road test. Obviously, we check the tires. Put 4 brand new tires on this vehicle. My point is we're very thorough in everything we do. We do that for many reasons. Two of the main reasons are when this vehicle shows up to your place with our free shipping, I want you to say that's exactly the vehicle Jeremiah represented in the video. Number two, I'm applying for a job right now. I take that very serious. I'm applying to be your mobility dealer. I want you to put our resume up next to these lazy ads out there, 4 or 5 lazy pictures. Too cheap to do a Carfax, too lazy to get out here and do a video. Yeah, you put my resume up next to theirs. You let me know if we've earned the right to be your mobility dealer. Under the hood has a 3.5 V6 engine, idles smoothly, no signs of any damage or leaks. Sounds great. Underneath the van, much of the same, very clean. No signs of any crumpled up metal from an accident. No signs of any oil or fluid leaks. No signs of any water damage from being in a flood. No signs of any rust from being up north. And that's the #1 mistake consumers make when they purchase vehicles. They assume things. They assume just because it's low mileage, they assume because it looks good in pictures, they assume it runs and drives good, they assume it's mechanically sound, they assume it's never been in a bad accident or flood. Folks, that's the absolute most dangerous thing you can do. I frequently see brand new vehicles at auction that have flood damage. These dealers take on a flood, they rush these vehicles to auction, dump them off to make them someone else's problem, all before that flood hits the Carfax. We actually had a train derailment around here the other day. About 70 brand new vehicles got damaged very badly. You know what? Someone's gonna take those, they're gonna fix them. They're never gonna tell you what happened. That's why you need full disclosure. So what I want you to do, I want you to go check out my competition. I don't care if it's a private seller. I don't care if it's another dealer. I want you to ask yourself, do they show you thousands of reviews online so you know you're dealing with someone honest, reputable, and fair? Do they show you a free Carfax report so you know you're buying a vehicle as a clean title, no major accidents, never been in a flood? They get on their hands and knees and even bother snapping a couple pictures, much less a super detailed video of the undercarriage, so you can see no signs of crumpled up metal from an accident, no signs of any water damage from being in a flood. How about the rooftop, especially on these taller vehicles? You know how often I pop up at auction and I see a roof just crushed with hail damage. You know, they'll fix the entire vehicle with a little bit of hail damage, the roof will be destroyed. They don't fix the roof because most people don't get up here and look at the roof. Or have a big gash in it in the roof, it's gonna start leaking if it hasn't already, causing thousands of dollars in damage. But most sellers don't fix those because most buyers don't look at them. Buyers look at the rooftop. They can get $10,000 or $15,000 to replace real quick. So when it comes to price, when it comes to reputation, when it comes to how thorough they are and showing you the exact vehicle you're getting, please put our resume up next to anybody in the country. And tell me what happens if you end up buying a vehicle that you can't get a title for because you're dealing with a shady individual. What happens if the vehicle has a VIN number issue with the title or the vehicle? What if it won't pass inspection in your state because it got damage to the frame from an accident or a flood? In all these cases and so many more, the bottom line is, if you can't get the vehicle registered, you can't get it titled, you cannot drive it, you just spend a whole lot of money on a vehicle you can't even drive. And that happens a lot more than you think, I promise you. And so to avoid all these issues, do 4 things before you buy from anybody. First of all, demand a detailed video like this, not some lazy 30-second walk around. This is a major purchase. You're not buying a brand new tent off Amazon. This is a big deal. Demand a detailed video. And if someone's gonna ask you to spend 50, 60 grand on a vehicle, but they won't spend 15, 20 minutes making you a nice detailed video, that's a major red flag. Number 2, show me the Carfax. Demand a Carfax report. Yes, Carfax are a little expensive, but again, if someone's gonna ask you to spend 50, 60,000 on a vehicle and they want to do a $45 Carfax, that's a major red flag. Do not settle for a cheap knockoff. Demand a Carfax. Third, get online, find out who you're buying from, check out their reputation and reviews. Don't be a lazy buyer. Lazy buyers are the ones that get scammed. Quickest way to weed out a scammer is ask for their ID. Ask their name, ask where they're from. If they tell you they're Jeremiah Coleman from Wichita, Kansas, their ID better say Jeremiah Coleman, Wichita, Kansas. I can promise you it does. Don't be afraid to ask for it. And then finally, demand a warranty. Not only is the brand new conversion under warranty nationwide, we're the only company in the entire country that gives you $1,000 cash to use towards an extended warranty. We invest in protecting your vehicle long term. Why we do this, and what we can do is, whether it's getting your mom out of the house, once a week to doctor's appointments and to eat some lunch, or if you're going to put this vehicle on the road, drive it 500 miles a day, day one, let us help invest in a tailored warranty to fit your needs to keep your vehicle on the road. Let's get it out for a test drive. Okay, the final portion of the video, I always like to get the vehicles out on the highway, give them some gas so you can hear the engine run, feel the transmission shift through all the gears, and whether you take advantage of our free shipping in the lower 48 states, where you can fly in or drive into Wichita, Kansas, our ICT airport, and take a look at the vehicles, maybe even drive one home. We've done our due diligence. We've made sure the van is roadworthy. You see the steering wheel is nice and straight. No unusual vibration or noise. Pops up to 70 miles an hour, no problems. It has our adaptive cruise control, keeps us a nice, safe following distance from the vehicles in front of us. A lot of great safety features on these vehicles. Also keep in mind, we don't have any hidden fees. So many of these dealers, they put a real nice price online. What they have hidden in the fine print, a $500 administrative fee. They got a document fee, they got a tag fee, they got freight, you name it. They got a fee for it. You know what they don't have? Free shipping, free Carfax reports, free upgraded tie downs, and $1,000 cash to use towards an extended warranty. So by the time you add up the cost of all their hidden fees, the cost of shipping, some upgraded tie downs, and a warranty, that real nice price you saw online has now jumped $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, maybe even $6,000. So be sure to ask about hidden fees, ask about upgrades, ask if they're going to help protect your vehicle with a warranty, ask about shipping, all before you ever leave your couch or sit back, relax. Let me take care of all that for you at no additional charge to you. You know, if someone's not telling you the real price of a vehicle, what else are they hiding from you? A salvage title, flood damage, major mechanical issues? You know, I learned a long time ago, one of the most important things in a business is full transparency. That's exactly why I'm out here doing this video with you today. If they're not being transparent about their pricing, what else are they not being transparent about? Keep that in mind when you're out shopping. We're going to give the van a nice hard brake. You'll see no grinding, no squeaking, no unusual brake noise or vibration, which is all exactly what we're looking for. And remember, if you ever do want to come in to visit us, we do welcome that, but we do require an appointment of 365 days a year. Why I say that? Remember, we do not employ a sales staff here. I don't have some salesmen.
There is no pill that can get
Radio works, by the way, just fine. Want to show that to you, but keep in mind, we do not employ sales staff. I don't have two salespeople sitting at the office right now with their feet up on the desk, playing on their social media, driving up prices. So what I need you to do, take 30 to 60 seconds of your life, call us, text us, let us know which vehicle or vehicles you'd like to see. We'll be organized, prepared, sit you down with a consultation with a mobility professional, not a used car salesman. That's why we require that appointment. And also keep in mind, if you'd like to give us a call or text, text is by far the fastest way to get in touch with us. That way anyone on our staff can see that text come through and respond to you as soon as possible. Call or text 316-262-VANS. That's 316-262-8267. My name is Jeremiah. I am the owner. That is a direct line to reach out to call or text me. Now, I challenge you to ask our competition if they are dedicated enough to customer service to give you a direct line to call or text the owner of the company. Or do you have to call in and talk to an automated system, end up in somebody's voicemail and never get a call back? Or maybe you do get that live person, that super aggressive, pushy used car salesman who now has your phone number, going to call you, text you 10 times a day and try and pressure you into making that sale. So if you're like me, sick of being treated like just a number by all these companies out there with horrible customer service, and you want to avoid that used car salesman like the plague, give us that call or text. We'll walk you through start to finish, and I promise you, we're going to sell this Sienna whether you buy it or not. Absolutely zero pressure of sales here. And yes, we do have financing available. We can send an application to your phone or email address. If computers aren't your thing, get in touch with us. We're more than happy to give you a call and take an application over the phone. And yes, we do take trade-ins even from across the country, whether standard or mobility vehicle. Get in touch with us and I can explain how that works. And as far as financing, I forgot to mention, for a limited time, we have 90 days, no monthly payments. Let us help get you ahead. Start with 90 days, no monthly payments. And if you did make it to the end of our video, thank you for hanging in there. I know it's a long video, but hey, it's a major purchase. I'm trying to be as thorough as I possibly can. And if you'd like to see our entire inventory with one-of-a-kind, detailed videos just like this of every vehicle, free shipping, free Carfax reports, never any hidden bogus dealer's fees, and dozens of pictures of every single vehicle, so you know exactly what you're getting from the most thorough, transparent, and highly rated mobility dealer in the entire country, check out our website 24 hours a day at www.mobility316.com. That's mobility316.com. And as always, thank you so much for checking us out at Mobility 316, home of affordable mobility solutions, where mobility is affordable. Give us that call or text today. We really appreciate you checking us out and giving us a chance to earn your business. And I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.